Okay, so this next trailer I have had in my list for a few days. I don't know, maybe like a week or more. I think the trailer is dated November 7th, this particular one. And I bookmarked it because, well, it's another Nick Cage movie. I think this now makes the fourth Nick Cage movie I've done a reaction to. Uh, so, um, I when I see him, I can't help myself. I've got to check out the latest project he's in. The name of this is called Grand Isle, and I have no idea what it's about. I'm going to assume something sort of thriller-ish, but I guess we'll find out when I press play. Let's go ahead and do that now.
$20,000. That's what I'm going to pay you to kill my wife.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching you. This is destiny.
Residents are advised to stay indoors.
We got a hurricane.
Oh.
You best get comfy.
All signs clearly point to you being the murderer. Tell me what happened.
I didn't do anything.
Is it true that your wife don't treat you right?
She drives me insane. I know you got this in you.
Without the sweet touch of love, we ain't got nothing.
She's got a dark side. Darker than hell.
You gonna have to trust me.
See what you did? You expect me to believe you didn't commit murder?
Have a look in our basement.
What's he talking about?
He's a monster. You know that.
Okay. So, well, Nick Cage looks like he's acting his sufficiently crazy self in here. And so I'm curious now because I thought I saw somewhere a synopsis. I just caught a very brief glimpse of this sentence, and it said that a couple lures a young man into their house or something like that. So when I started watching this and I saw what Nick Cage was proposing at first about, giving this guy $20,000 to kill his wife, I'm like, okay. And then as I continued to watch it, I started to wonder if it was some sort of scheming going on with the wife and the husband together against this kid. I don't know what their purpose would be for that, obviously, and I don't know if that synopsis that I read was accurate or not. I guess I would find out once I watch it. But I'll say right off the bat that films like this, where there was another film that I saw a trailer for several weeks ago, and I couldn't tell you now what the name of the movie was, but it was about this guy who takes in this fella that maybe he's like just out of jail or something, whatever. He takes him in and, hires him to work for him. And then this relationship between this guy that's been taken in and the homeowner's wife start up. And then the wife, tries to get this guy to kill her husband. And I don't know how it ends up because I haven't seen it yet. But I remember explaining when I watched that movies like that where the main protagonist behaves pretty badly, they're kind of a turnoff for me. It's not that I want a perfect character because nobody likes Mary Sue's. Well, some people do, but I don't. I don't like Mary Sue's, but I want to at least have a protagonist or see a protagonist that I can identify with or sympathize with to some degree. And if it is the case that this guy comes into the house here, under the pretense of killing the girl, and does end up messing around with her, whatever relationship develops, or maybe she convinces him to then turn the tables and kill her husband or whatever. I don't really like scenarios like that where people are just basically pretty scummy in general, like all the characters, and I'm getting the sense that, well, at least the husband and wife are. Well, you know the husband is right away, right? And then you see the wife and the shenanigans she's up to, so that means she's pretty scummy. And this guy, now I can't completely tell unless I'm forgetting a particular scene that it may have showed, but I can't completely tell whether this kid that is taken, well, I call him a kid, I mean, he's an adult, but younger guy, can't tell. I almost feel like I need to rewatch the trailer, but I kind of sort of can't really determine whether he does carry through on bad actions, like the character in the other trailer he did. He had a relationship with this woman. It does look like he killed the guy, something like that, the woman's husband. But in here, I can't quite tell if that's the case where he is going to behave badly, pretty badly, and you know, bad stuff, of course, happens as a result. But obviously, it looks to me like this fella's going to be framed for something. Some murder has happened. I don't know if it's the husband or the wife, or maybe, well, I mean, I guess not both. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of curious now to see where this is going to head, even though there's a part of me that's like kind of turned off by the skeeziness of the characters involved. But I don't know. You know, maybe I will check it out just for curiosity's sake, because, well, I could always read like a movie spoiler thing, like a Wikipedia entry. A lot of times they tell you the plot and the basic story and how it ends and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe it is worth a watch. I mean, if only for Nick Cage, right? And anyway, so as far as the trailer itself goes, it was on the shorter side ish. It was about a minute and a half, so not too long at all. I feel like it flowed pretty well, and I feel like it was constructed in a way that you sort of get a sense of the synopsis, but you can't fully tell what the heck is really up with these people. And so it leaves you wondering. That's why I'm curious. I think it's because of the way, you know, they really, they don't give too much away. Well, hopefully, you know, trailers don't do that, but what I mean is they don't give, they don't spell it out completely for you. You only have a very basic idea of the plot. And so I'm wondering how it ends up for this guy. And hopefully the bad people get theirs in the end, right? Maybe they're all bad and they all get theirs in the end. Who knows? Anyway, I won't know until I get around to watching it, which maybe I'll do one day. It says in theaters and on demand, but I don't know where it will be available. I guess I'll find out whenever it shows up on one of my streaming services. So I think that's it for now, you guys. I'm going to wrap this one up. Bye.